you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Henry? It's about time. Come here.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You don't have to thank me. I could have done without it. And that fracas in front of the tavern as well.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
I could use some armour. Proper, like, for a night. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armour, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armour, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now, but you might find something in the town hall armoury, although you'll need quick hands.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it would be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
I really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks. Either way, I can't help you anymore.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout you was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. Oh well, it was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
clothes on, you scoundrel.
Who stinks here?
How's it going? I'm running out of ink.
God grant you health. It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer. The only bit of shade far and wide.
That's just it. Some noble was resting under it. Not for shade, but because it was pissing down.
All the more reason to leave it be, no?
Aye, but the weather had been stormy for a few days.
And didn't even rob him.
That is strange. I reckon something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
Best of luck. Take care.
Farewell.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What did I do to you? What are you doing here?
Ave Maria.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I stop being angry.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
What's new, bailiff?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskowitz is a quiet village. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and there a brawl in the tavern or the neighbour's errant cow. Well, that's how it was until recently, at least.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my God. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. That's your business, bailiff.
Stop that whistling.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Catchuck Pond, beyond Jellyoff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off, but what can I do?
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Semin ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartushak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
Sorry to hear that.
Me too, but what can I do? So, what will it be?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Katharinen. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trusky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh ja. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And farther north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
What do you have for sale?
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
phone to you, for God's sake. Hey, fella. Stop off for a bit of a chat.
I'll be glad to have a drink with you fellows.
That's precisely what young Petska and me are doing here. We like to roll dice too.
Oh, I'll be more than happy to play with you. But first, I need to know who you are.
No worries there. I'm Bohush. Me and Petska here are just honest-to-goodness labourers.
Not that it's any of my concern, but you don't look like labourers to me. What's with the weapons?
Well, the roads can be very perilous nowadays, so it's good to have a piece of steel for protection, right? Luckily, it usually only takes a well-aimed smack or a couple of punches, and I can lay anyone out with my bare hands.
I think I'll be going now, lads. Goodbye.
God be with you and travel safe.
But your father's still alive.
Nonsense, isn't it? I don't know. He treats that animal like a lord, except he has a
Come around and listen. I have to warn
I don't go and see him.
Aye. Once old folks start getting soft in the head, it's bad news.
Exactly. Let me tell you, I'd rather die poor but young than to go through that.
They're the ones claiming it's in scripture. Who knows what's really in it and what they've made up? And if only lying were the worst of it. But you know full well they steal and kill and rape poor, defenseless women.
Greetings.
How are things going here?
The land is good. Apart from those assholes up on the hill, that is.
What do you mean?
Fucking tackle bastards. They're getting above themselves.
Do you want me to help with them?
Trust me. I'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
Sure. If there's something bothering you, I'd be happy to help.
Listen up, then. Those naughty Takavite bastards have this nice maypole in their village. They're so proud of it, you'd think it's a gift from the king himself. Especially Project. Nothing would teach them a lesson better than stealing it and putting it up on display here. Just to spite them.
So all I have to do is take their maypole and bring it to you?
Aye, exactly. But be careful no one sees you take it. It'll be even better if they don't even know it's missing. Besides, if they catch you, they'll beat the shit out of you. So be careful.
All right. I'll be careful. Thanks.
Excellent. But even if something goes wrong, don't go clobbering anyone over the head. Understand? All I want to do is piss.
You want to do what to him?
Piss him off. You know? Mess with him. But remember, no violence.
Of course. I wouldn't hurt a fly.
But go ahead and talk to Project. At least you'll see.
Why don't you like the Takovites?
Because they're wankers. Arrogant wankers. Think they're above everyone else. But mainly, they stole our pasture.
How does someone steal a pasture, anyway?
Like a prick, that's how. Behind Takov, there's this strip of land leading toward the pond. There's an old tree there. And everything between the tree and the woods. I was about your age then. And I got a good beating under that. And you can bet your ass I remember.
But how did they steal it from you?
Because they don't believe me. The treacherous bastards. They lie about it wherever they can. Saying the deal was different.
Can anything be done about it?
Well, we meet there every year. I tell them how they did. Well, they did. A while back, we fought for a right to use at least half of it. But because of grave, that's not fair. All of it is supposed to be ours by law.
Oy, that's a
tricky, my ass. The greedy liars.
Did you take your pasture dispute to Lord Bomber?
Of course we did. He asked the thrust of it, and he said we should toss it out amongst ourselves. And that he heard about it ever again. So that's that.
They beat you up under the tree?
You bet they did. When we agree on something like this, we take a young lad and give him a good pummeling, so that he'll remember, and we pick a young boy, because he has a good memory.
Aye, you're right. Why do they look down on you?
Commoners here have all sorts of obligations.
Of course.
Aye, but Takov has all its obligations in Grossen. They just pay up and that's it. But the noble, besides Grossen, the others have to give them pigs, chickens. That's why them Takovites look down on us.
Don't you pay as well?
Not me, no. I'm a freeholder. My farm is free from all tax. I also brought the right to freely bequeath. So, when God called me back, my estate won't go to Lord von Berghoff, even though I don't have children anymore.
Well, the Takovites just worked out a better deal.
Horse that!
God bless.
What the fuck is this supposed to...
Hey, lad. What do you want? Come here. Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha! Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him. But you might.
Now, you don't look like a match for me. I bet your bark is worse than your bite.
Ha! Take care, lad. I was already slitting throats while you were still sucking on your ma's tits.
Only cowards slit throats. How about a proper fight? Do you have the guts for it?
You don't look like you know how to wield a sword.
Oh, but I do. And this is your final warning.
When I'm finished with you, you'll be begging me to finish you off. You're in for an ass-kicking, you piece of shit! Too slow!
There's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. Dead. And robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
I don't like this. It's not usual for her to be gone so long.
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Sameen these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks. Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young... And besides, the folk in Troskovitz...
What have the Troskovitz people got against you?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry.
You live completely alone in the middle of the woods.
And where else would we live, you genius, when we're not wanted? Don't go digging up old wrongs, Henry.
Where exactly was
To Troskovitz. She was taking wicker baskets. She sells them there and uses the cord. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time I have a bad...
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. Like I said, she was heading for Troskovitz.
All right. I'll ask...
And maybe you could look in her room in the loft? My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? Like she got up and went straight out. Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her. She's got unfinished work here. Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? I had a look in Pavlena's place.
And?
She didn't pack up her stuff.
I told you, didn't I?
I found a cap there. A man...
You're saying she had some... I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife.
Could she have found herself a bow in...
She's got unfinished work there.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves. Pavlena weaves baskets very...
I wanted to ask you something else. Pavlena is young, and...
She is. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one...
And who was...
A girl from the charcoal burners. They left the county, and I think she had no one else. I bet...
And do you know any...
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young.
Well, as a midwife, I'm sure you've seen it often.
All too often, lad. But that's the lot of...
No, it's not.
See then? Take care.
life. Turn around and forget you saw anything.
We can handle him. Let's just take him out. Stop messing around.
Get the hell out! Next time won't end well for you, arsehole. Clear off!
Are you snatched one?
Get out of here right now, or I'll kick your ass. What?
Scram! Right now! This is our place. Get out of here, or I'll make short work of you.
Listen to
You're
me
right.
and get
I'm
out.
going. Don't worry.
Get out of here, you half...
What? You just crash in here? And with a weapon? What kind of man are you?
Clear off!
Now,
My God, I must be imagining things. You're back here and get scram! Right now!
Look at him, that gato.
Was machst du? Kommen wir, Freund. How can I help you?
Good afternoon.
My name is Henry, and I've heard in the village that you're a renowned strongman, juggler, and moreover, skilled with a weapon. Is that true?
Depends. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone to help me.
What's it about?
Well, it's complicated. But the short version is, a few days ago I barely avoided the gravedigger's shovel. I thought I was done for. That's how badly beaten I was. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit unsure in combat. I'll need to regain my confidence, if you know what I mean.
Aye, that I can do. If what you say is true, I could really help you out, friend. I've been missing a good fight around here.
What would you like in return?
Oh, please. I'll do it out of sheer kindness. I don't have anything to do right now anyway. You can pay me next time.
We can start right away.
All right. Follow me to the arena.
Shall we begin?
Here's a practice longsword, so we don't hurt each other. Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder. If you're going to attack, commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again. Attacks follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around. Come on, keep going! See? That's the way. Again! Why didn't you follow through? Well done! Aye, you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more difficult. I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more. You mixed up the directions. Again. Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Where are you attacking from? Try again. Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. You mixed up the directions. Again. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Where are you attacking from? Try again. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. Where are you attacking from? Try again. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. You mixed up the directions. Again. Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. Wrong. You have to make 3 attacks in quick succession. You mixed up the directions. Again. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. You mixed up the directions. Again. Where are you attacking from? Try again. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. You mixed up the directions. Again. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction.
I'm sorry, but I'm not up to this.
What's the matter? We're not done yet.
Oh, look, this is pointless. I'm no good, and we're both just wasting time.
Fair enough. Come back once you've got some practice and feel up to it.
I will. I'd like to finish what we started. Can we try that training again?
All right. Follow me to the arena.
Shall we begin?
Sure.
Thanks.
Same? Remember that trick I showed you?
Sure. Right slash, left slash, then right slash again.
That's right. Or you can do it the other way around. Well, shall we get started? See? That's the way. Again. Beautiful. Now show me the technique I taught you. You mixed up the directions. Again. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. You mixed up the directions. Again. Nice! Now do it again. Well done! That's that, then. You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
What about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want. But it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all, Meisterhau, also known as the Master Strike.
How about someone else?
I'm sure I'm not the only swordsman around who could teach you something.
How can I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the master strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight, because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right.
I'd like to try that last technique again.
All right, let's start from the beginning. Remember that trick I showed you?
Sure. Right slash, left slash, then right slash again.
That's right. Or you can do it the other way around. Well, shall we get started?
Ah!
Beautiful. Once more. Beautiful. Now show me the technique I taught you. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. You mixed up the directions. Again. No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Where are you attacking from? Try again. I said 3 attacks in a row. Come on, keep going. Why didn't you follow through? No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from. Why didn't you finish? Where are you attacking from? Try again. Beautiful! Once more. Well done! You're good.
You said yourself that practice makes perfect.
What now?
Thanks, but I've got to go.
Sure. I'll be here if you want to sword fight some more.